Well, I'm here as promised. We're going to talk about it. Give me 60 seconds, hang with me, and I'll be right back. Well, good morning, and welcome to another episode of Talking Sports with Big L. It is a doomy, gloomy Cowboys losing Monday. Man, I feel like it feels outside, man. You wouldn't believe it. It was just yesterday. Wasn't even 12 hours, wasn't even 24 hours ago. About 70 degrees. Right now, snowing. Okay. But that's just North Carolina weather. Everybody gonna be sick next week. But enough about that, man. Let's get into the thing. Cardinals beat the Cowboys 25-22. Um, as I said, I did get to see the first half. I didn't get to see the second half live. I did watch some replays and stuff before it came on tonight, this morning. But all in all, Cowboys didn't play well. Maybe we should have saved some of those points we scored last week against Washington for this game yesterday. Cowboys offense didn't play well. Defense didn't play well. Special teams didn't play well. Coaching wasn't all that great. And with all that being said, to all my Cowboy fans and to all you Dak Prescott lovers, that includes Dak Prescott too. He did not play well. He's got to fall on the sword. I'm sorry. It is what it is. You know, when you come here, I'm going to tell it like it is. But let's get into some of these stats, man, because one of these things that stick out for me is the rushing. We are not running the ball worth a damn. Ever since Kellen Moore took over as offensive coordinator, the rushing game, the running game has slowly dwindled down, and now it is completely non-existent. But let's get into some of Kyler's stats, man. So what I saw from the game, what I watched of the game yesterday live, and what I've seen from the game, you know, we kind of held him a little bit in check, but you know, right there in that second half, that's when Kyler started to run. He made some big completions. Anthony Brown is still got bad technique and getting getting big manned over in the end zone and stuff. And like I said, this defense didn't. All the lines didn't eat yesterday. All the lines did not eat yesterday. But let's go into the stats, man. Kyler Murray was 26 of 38 for 263, 2 touchdowns. Not he didn't kill us, but he did kill us. You understand what I'm saying? He made some completions when it counted. Cowboys had a lot of trouble getting off the field on third down, especially when you really needed to. Um, Also, Cardinals rushed for 127 as a team. Chase Edmonds had 18 carries, 53 yards. Kyler had 9 carries, 44 yards. Greg Dortch's 24 yards and 1 carry. Jonathan Ward, 2 carries, 3 yards. Eno Benjamin, 2 carries, 3 yards. They rushed for 127 as a team on 32 carries. Remember that. Let's go to the Cowboys. Now keep in mind the Dallas Cowboys have Ezekiel Elliott, high-paid running back, and Tony Pollard. That thunder and lightning combo that we were so high on at the beginning of the season. Cowboys rushed 17 times for a total of 45 yards. 5 of those carries and 20 of those yards belonged to Dak Prescott. Obviously, he was scrambling. Uh, Zeke had 9 carries for 16 yards. Tony Pollard, 3 carries, 9 yards. There is no damn way you can tell me Kellen Moore is worth his weight in gold or salt or whatever you want to say. There's no way this guy should be getting a head coaching offer. And he can't figure out how to run the ball. This is something that's been going on for ever since he took over. He's in his third year now as the offensive coordinator. The running game has slowly dwindled down year after year, and right now at this point it is obsolete. You got Zeke Elliott only getting 9 carries, and I know a lot of Cowboy fans will, well, Zeke ain't getting but 1 yard. No, the offensive line ain't opening up holes. Period. This offensive line ain't what it used to be. But as the offensive coordinator, it is your job to figure out how to right the ship. He is totally unproven. He doesn't have the experience. And when in his games like this, where he constantly gets outclassed, he's playing checkers. The defensive coordinators are playing chess. All right, let me go to Dak Prescott. Dak didn't have a good game. Well, he had a good game, but it wasn't good enough. It wasn't what we needed. Dak was 24 of 38, 226, 3 touchdowns. He had the 1 touchdown in the first half to Michael Gallup. And by the way, Michael Gallup is gone for the season with a torn ACL. It's beyond me how he tore his ACL in the act of making that catch, still made the catch, still caught the touchdown pass, but he tore his ACL on it. And when you look at it, I only think he can do it. I only think he did it, maybe when he did the spin for the back shoulder. But Michael Gallup is gone, so guys like Cedric Wilson is going to have to step up big as he did beginning of the season. But let me go back to Dak. Once again, Dak was 24 of 38 for 226, 3 touchdowns. I don't have an issue with those numbers. I have an issue with the first half play of the offense. As we all know, this team goes, this offense goes as Dak Prescott goes. So when this offense is struggling, that means Dak Prescott is struggling. So saying it that way, Dak didn't have the best game. And Cowboy fans, you just going to have to understand that by Dak Prescott being the big money man, by him being the quarterback of the team, he's going to have to take some of that blame. He's going to have to take most of that blame. He's going to have to take most of the blame. That's just the job. I don't give a damn who's the quarterback. It could have been the same way that you blamed Andy Dalton last year when Dak wasn't there, the same way you used to blame Romo. Well, guess what? Dak got to take some blame too. Cowboy fans, honestly, as I've looked through social media, I see Dak lovers and Dak haters going back and forth. It is beyond me how everybody on the Dallas Cowboys team gets thrown under the bus except Dak Prescott when he plays a bad game. He has all these guys, all these defenders running to his side. Rightfully so. Rightfully so. But let's admit, he didn't have a great game. It wasn't the best game. We needed more. We needed more in that first half, and Dak couldn't deliver. This offense couldn't deliver. It's plenty of blame to go around. It's plenty of blame to go around. But I'm just saying, with him being the quarterback, he's going to get a big majority of that blame. Special teams, missed field goal, gave up a fake punt. Defense, all the pass interference. Like I said, they rushed for 127. We really didn't stop the run. Offensive line. Every time we get a good play, it's holding or something like that. And then we're not opening up holes. We're not being aggressive in the run game. Let me go to the receivers, man. Dalton Schultz, 10 targets, 6 catches, 54 yards. CeeDee Lamb, 3 catches, 4 targets, 51 yards. Tony Pollard, 3 catches, 49 yards, 5 targets. Cedric Wilson had 6 catches, 35 yards on 6 targets. Amari Cooper, 3 catches, 18 yards, a touchdown on 7 targets. I got to have more from Amari Cooper. Plain and simple. Amari makes $100 million. I need more out of Amari Cooper. Kellen Moore, you need to find a way to get Amari Cooper more involved. I know Dak's thing is to spread the ball around, and I love that. He's not loyal to any one receiver the way, say, Tony Romo was loyal to Jason Witten or maybe Dez Bryant. But we got to get Amari Cooper the ball a little bit more. And now that Michael Gallup is not going to be there for the rest of the season, Kellen Moore is going to have to be more creative in what he's doing. I've had issue with Kellen Moore even being the offensive coordinator. I think him being the offensive coordinator ain't nothing but the same fool's goal that Jerry sold us on Jason Garrett many, many years ago. I told you about that then. I'm telling you about it now. Let's go to the defense, man. It looks like the only one that was really playing maybe was Michael Parsons, but this is a team game. So, yeah, we make some individuals. We point some individuals out on offense. We're going to point some individuals out on defense. But as a team, man, we couldn't stop the run. We couldn't get off the field when we needed to. And we certainly couldn't keep Kyler Murray bottled up. Now, here's the thing about this. Cowboys went from being second in the NFC. Now we dropped back to 4th. With Green Bay winning last night, that gave the Eagles a playoff spot. The Eagles are in the playoffs. And as I said, and as I've said before, the Eagles are catching a little fire. So we play the Eagles next week. I don't know whether the Eagles are going to play hard or just rest their players. They're already in. I'm not sure what they have to play for. What I will say this regarding the Dallas Cowboys is we need to play. We took our foot off the gas yesterday. We got to find it. We got to get it back and put our foot back on the gas. And we need to smack the Eagles around and get that victory. I'm not sure we'll be able to move up or, we can't move down. I'm not sure we'll be able to move up by beating the Eagles, but we need to get back that momentum. This Dallas Cowboy team, historically has not been able to just turn that switch on and off the way some other teams can. We need to get that. We need to turn the switch on next week against the Eagles and keep it on. Because come first round of the playoffs, right now, as it sits right now, we got to play Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals back in AT&T Stadium. And if we go out there and we play the Arizona Cardinals as we did yesterday, it's going to be much worse. They're going to beat us again. Kyler Murray is undefeated in AT&T Stadium. I need my defense to wake up and do something about it. Now, Arizona Cardinals are a good team. I'm not taking nothing away from them, man. They came ready to play yesterday. They were on a losing streak, but they came in hungry. They knew they were playing the Cowboys. They needed this game. They needed this game to get themselves back in that playoff race and give themselves a spot at the division. So they got the victory. Both teams sitting at 11-5. And really, the only thing that keeps Dallas from, being ahead of Arizona is that we won our division. This game had a lot of penalties called against the Cowboys. This was the same officiating crew that we had on Thanksgiving Day with the Raiders, and they called a bunch of flags on us. So it's almost like we had to play the officials again, but I can't cry over that. Just as Zerline missing a field goal, I'm not going to cry over that. The way I see it, man, at 30, 35 yards and in, I'll blame the kicker if he misses that. 35 yards and out, or maybe I'm going to say 30 yards. I'm not going to say 35 yards. I'm going to say 30 yards and in, you missed that, I'm blaming the kicker. That's on the kicker. 30 yards and out, I gotta ask question. Why didn't we get the first down? What are we doing offensively? What stalled the drive? And I'm not sure if y'all can hear that wind whispering out there, but it's blowing hard, man. But anyway, man, nothing I can say. I gotta eat crow on this. All the haters, I know I done seen the memes and the jokes. You all got something to say. Of course, y'all been real quiet. Y'all was quiet as hell last week. But you sit around waiting on the Cowboys, and I actually seen a post where a Washington fan gonna actually have something to say. Really? And when I check his post, he never says anything about his team. And I ain't talking about my brother. Let me just get that clear. I ain't talking about my brother. I seen some Steeler fans talking. Ain't y'all sitting in limbo right now? Don't know what you're gonna get tonight? Yeah. So I see you talking. I see you talking. But anyway, we're gonna move to a more serious topic. Um, I think we all saw what happened uh, in the Jets Bucks game with Antonio Brown. Let me get my comments up here, man. Yeah, I see the crazy weather. I don't know who the hell this is, but we're gonna delete this shit right here. User timeout block user. All right, man. But anyway, man. Let me bring this up, man. I know we all saw the thing with Antonio Brown yesterday, man. And I'll put it this way. I feel like AB is done in the NFL. I think you have to be a real desperate team to really take a chance on him now. Because because of the bridges that he's burned. Tom Brady is the NFL. Tom Brady is the NFL. Tom Brady vouched for him twice. Tom Brady vouched for him in New England. Tom Brady vouched for him in Tampa. And he burned him. He burned him twice. And there's no doubt. I'm sure Tom is still his friend. I'm sure Tom will probably talk to him at some point. But I feel like AB is done. And I see you, Cody. Yeah, AB is a diva. He always been a diva. Nothing new right there. But I think the guy may have some mental issues. I don't know. I'm not a physician. I can't make that assessment. I'm just looking from the outside in. I think he has Hall of Fame talent. And in his best years with the Pittsburgh Steelers, the guy, he could have been in his best years with the Pittsburgh Steelers, he was probably one of the top 2 or 3 receivers in the game at the time. As I said, I feel like this guy has Hall of Fame talent, but after yesterday, that Hall of Fame talent is wasted. I seen a report where He only needed a certain amount of things. Let me see if I can find this, because what he did yesterday cost him some money. And I want to see if I can find this thing. Uh, what he did yesterday really cost him maybe about $1 million. And yeah, I can't find it, but I mean, here it is. Well, no. Anyway, he needed, I think, a few, maybe one more touchdown. Uh, anyway, he had some things that he was close to where he was going to get a bonus. It would have been $1 million bonus, and he just threw it away. I'm hearing the whole thing started by they told him to go in the game, and he refused. I don't know. I'm sure the truth will come out at some point. I would certainly like to hear what AB got to say. Um, this is going to be a huge topic of discussion on all the talking networks today. You know, the Cowboys and AB. That's all you're going to hear about. Uh, but as far as AB goes, man, I wish the brother get some. I want to see the brother get some help, man, because you never know what's next. You know, football has been his life for so long, and after what he did yesterday, he probably ain't got football no more. So you got to ask yourself, you know, what could happen next to him. If he needs some help, hopefully he can talk to somebody. Hopefully Tom Brady's right there by his side and still his friend. But it was crazy what we saw yesterday, and the fact that we saw it. You know, those of y'all who were watching that game, you saw it live, and as you know, with the media, anything going on, they gonna show it. So that's what we're gonna hear this week. Uh, AB is probably the first player I ever known to get cut while the game is going on, but you know that's just what it is. All right, man, that's my time. I'm gonna get out of here, man. I got things to do, but I ain't going out in this weather. All right, man. So I appreciate y'all hanging out with me this morning. Once again, Cards beat the Cowboys 25-22. Cards moved to 11-5. Cowboys dropped to 11-5. Cowboys dropped from second to fourth in the NFC, and they face the Eagles next week. So they got a big decision to make on whether they play hard or whether they play at all. I say you don't rest players. I say you go ahead and play. Get your momentum. Get you some momentum going into the playoffs. Because as it stands right now, we will be playing the Arizona Cardinals again. And as we know, after looking at that game yesterday, it ain't going to be easy. All right, y'all. Y'all have a safe day. If you don't have to go out in this mess, by all means, don't go out. But if you do, please be safe. I'm your boy, Big L. I'm out.